Feds just stopped next 9/11 attack. Here's what we know. 3 men with ties to ISIS have just been arrested for trying to plot a massive terrorist attack which they hoped would be the next 9/11. They had planned to strike concerts, Times Square, and other crowded public locations for maximum fear. Ever since the Obama administration began funding the resistance in the Middle East, we've seen a sharp rise in terrorist attacks not only all over the world, but in our very own country. The far left will have you ignore this and claim that the real problem we're facing is fascism, when clearly it's not. The largest threat that we face right now is that of Islamic extremism, and while liberals will scream and shout until the cows come home, there is a very obvious and undeniable link between the religion of peace and terrorist attacks. The 3 men had been living outside the U.S. at the time of plotting their scheme, but their chat apps were intercepted by the FBI after they discovered the terrifying truth. NY needs to fall. This is a must, one of them said. We just need guns in our hands. That's how the Paris guys did it, another added. Thankfully, however, the FBI was able to plant an undercover agent in their midst in the spring of 2016. Over the next several months he carefully gained their trust until they revealed their true intentions to him, and that's when things got a bit hairy. NBC New York reports. 3 men living outside the U.S. planned to attack concerts, Times Square and crowded subways in 2016 in an ISIS-inspired attack that one of the suspects said he hoped would be the next 9/11, authorities announced on Friday afternoon. The FBI said the 3 men, Abdulrahman al-Banasai, a 19-year-old Canadian citizen, Talha Haryoun, a 19-year-old U.S. citizen based in Pakistan, and Russell Salek, a 37-year-old orthopedic surgeon in the Philippines, allegedly used chat apps to talk about bringing a car bomb into the crossroads of the world, gunning down subway riders before detonating vests and opening fire on concertgoers in the vein of the Paris terror attacks of 2015. NY needs to fall. This is a must, Haryoun allegedly wrote in a message to an undercover agent posing as an ISIS sympathizer. FBI and NIPT officials told the I-team the plot was more aspirational than operational. But, according to the indictments, al-Banasai, who has already pleaded guilty to multiple charges, traveled to Cranford, New Jersey, in May of 2016 and had designs on carrying out the attacks before he was cuffed by authorities waiting there for him. Prosecutors said that al-Banasai and Haryoun had intended on bombing the 4/5/6 subway lines and Times Square, because they wanted to kill as many people as possible. In a comment that was eerily reminiscent of the recent Las Vegas shooting, they added that they wanted to shoot up concerts, because it would kill lots of people. Every single day that goes by, more terrorists are being radicalized by Islamic teachers who claim they just want peace. If we ever want to return America to her former glory, it's crucial that we weed out these hate